The biting cold of December meant that most people were indoors, safely tucked in their blankets. The church clock chimed somewhere in the distance. It was 11 p.m., and Rita was heading towards nowhere. Rita trudged along the street, her head buzzing with a crowd of thoughts. It had been an eventful day. She had left home early in the early hours of the evening in order to meet Stephen. Rita was brimming with happy thoughts as she pushed open the door of Barista Coffee House. There he was, Stephen, fidgeting with his cell phone. How she loved that boyish smile with which he greeted her. But Rita wasn't prepared for the words which followed Stephen's smile. Hi Rita, there is a good news. I got engaged to Sheetal. We are tying the knot on Valentine's Day. These words pierced Rita's heart like a warm knife. Oh, congratulations, Stephen, Rita heard herself saying. Rita's mind had gone completely blank. Tears flowed down her cheeks into the dusty pavement as Rita trudged along in the dark. A cat crossed her path, but she barely paid notice. Her mind was racing, rewinding the events of the evening. Aren't you happy to hear this, Rita? Stephen had asked. Yes, I am, Rita had whispered. But in her mind, she had screamed, No, I am not. I am not happy, Stephen. How can you get married to somebody else? And she told him, I thought, Stephen, me and you. Stephen, who was unmindful of Rita's thought, took out a small purple box and said, Look, here is the ring that I have bought for her. It is good, na? Rita cast a hungry eye on the ring and softly nodded. She tried to put up a smile, though deep inside her heart was burning. I love you, Stephen, she thought, and closed her eyes. Rita opened her eyes and found herself standing on the edge of the bridge. She had been walking for the last few minutes and she had reached the edge of a bridge. She looked around in the dark. There was no one in sight. Tears were streaming down fast from her moist eyes. She threw a glance below the bridge. Water was swirling below, apparently celebrating its moment of high tide. Rita thought, one leap and it would be all over. Rita looked up towards the heaven. There was a dense cloud which had obliterated the stars. Her cell phone buzzed. It was a call from her mother. She must be worried. But Rita did not pick up the phone. She spoke to the air. Mom, I am going. And she threw her cell across the bridge into the river. The cell phone fell with a splash, and it was devoured by the hungry tide. Rita inched closer towards the edge of the bridge, took a few tentative steps, and climbed the iron railing, taking a deep breath. Rita was about to jump when a voice, a cold voice from behind, startled her. Don't do that, cried a voice. Rita climbed down the railing and looked behind. There was no one. Rita spun around and checked sideways. The entire bridge was deserted. Don't jump, the voice came again. Don't jump. Trust me, it is easy to die, but hard to live after that. Who are you? Rita mustered some courage and spoke to the air. I am the undead, the voice answered back. This is the same bridge from where I had jumped 5 years ago. Now I am neither alive nor dead. Those who commit suicide become the undead. I have neither form nor body. I am the undead. The gates of heaven are closed for me. I committed a sin by committing suicide. I do not belong to the living world, nor do I belong to the dead world. So I am the undead and I am wandering around in the dark. People who commit suicide, do they become undead? Rita asked, tears still flowing down her face. Yes, they become undead. I committed suicide. I had died before my time was up. Now I am a lonely spirit, wandering around aimlessly. Believe me, Rita, I am not happy. Now I realize that I should not have committed suicide. Go home, Rita. Go home. But I don't want to live, Rita sobbed. I love Stephen. But Stephen is marrying somebody else. I cannot love. I cannot live without him. Rita sobbed harder. Believe me, Rita, said the voice. Death is easy and instantaneous. You won't even feel the pain. But what comes next is the difficult part. I am in misery. I do not want you to share my fate. We are all in misery. And as she spoke, the air became filled with several voices. We are the undead. We are the undead. We want liberty. We want freedom. And then the air was filled with sound of several people crying. It was apparent that they were all in great anguish. They had all committed suicide from the same bridge. And then suddenly the crying stopped. All the voices stopped, and it became completely still. Rita looked up towards the sky. The clouds had drifted. The stars beamed at her as if smiling. Rita had realized that it was not worth to commit suicide. She wiped her tears with her hand and walked back towards her home and towards her mother.